Hey guys, Amy Curtis here, and I just wanted to do a quick follow-up video about synchronicity. I have already done a video about this topic before, but I had another really kind of just bizarre, weird experience last night, so I wanted to do a quick follow-up video. Just as a general recap, today I am on day 5 of a 12-day program related to the healing code, which I've done a previous video for. Dr. Alex Lloyd wrote the healing code, and he's who I've learned how to do this process from. And on his website, when you purchase the healing code, there's also a survey that he calls the Heart Issues Finder, because the whole point of the healing codes is you're basically healing issues of the heart, cellular memories related to the heart. So when you take the Heart Issues Finder, it's a survey where you answer questions about how you feel about different things. It's actually pretty long and comprehensive. It's like 75 questions, but it goes very fast. It only takes like 10 minutes to fill it out. And then it rates you kind of where you are emotionally in these 12 categories. And so the program that I'm doing right now is I'm doing different specific healing codes for each category. And so today I'm on day 5, which is joy. Which is great. I've done it twice now. I have one more to go this evening. But as I've been going through this program, I've definitely been having energy shifts. I definitely feel different. I notice shifts in my skin, in my healing, but also in my energy, or where I felt tight or stuck before that's now relaxed or loose, or things are moving. There's really been a lot of movement in the last 5 days, for sure, and some really strong realizations too, which I will discuss in a later video. But the reason I wanted to make this video today was to discuss something that happened to me last night, which actually yesterday, day 4 of the program, was love. And man, was I feeling the love yesterday, both from students and parents who were sad to see me go because I'm moving to a new company. Had awesome lessons yesterday. A lot of fun. But also, so I was supposed to have a date last night. I had a first date scheduled. It got rescheduled to a different day. So I was suddenly free, and I met up with a friend who is actually leaving the country soon. So that was exciting to get to see him before he leaves. And we got really lucky. There was a 2-for-1 burger deal at a place we wanted to go to. So that was awesome. We could share that deal. And a friend of his came. And so first of all, I met a new friend. His friend, we hit it off immediately. So we had a ton to talk about, and it's really obvious. He said, if you're going to stay here, we are totally going to hang out more. And I was like, yes. We were like, yes. So we were very much connected intellectually, and that was awesome. So I made a new friend, and that was fantastic, feeling the love from my old friend and now my new friend. But when we went to the restaurant to meet, we were going to have dinner together, so I had just met this new friend. When we were there were a lot of Americans in this restaurant, presumably for this 2-for-1 deal. So there were a lot of other Americans there, and that was weird because you don't normally find a lot of Americans together in one place in this city. And one of the Americans in this group of Americans, not only did I know her from Kansas, from my hometown of Lawrence, Kansas, so I ran into someone that I knew overseas, different country, different continent, different city. Not only did I know her, we had lived together. I ran into an old roommate from Lawrence, Kansas from over 10 years ago. Like, we lived together for maybe 6 months to a year, maybe 9 months, I don't know. Like, way back in, like, God, that must have been like 2000, I don't know, somewhere between 2005 and 2007. I feel like it was after I graduated, but she was still in college, but I was still living in this house and working. I'm not sure, but it just blew my mind. I recognized her right away. I was like, and I went up to her and I'm like, I couldn't quite remember her name, but I asked her if her name was something, and then she said no, and she told me your name, and I was like, yes. And I was like, did we live together? And she was like, oh my God. And we were just, our minds were blown. And so were everybody around there. They could not believe it because she started telling all of her friends, oh my God, I lived with her. Like over a decade ago. And now we happen to run into each other in this restaurant on the other side of the world over a decade later. It's just, the universe is crazy. The series of events that had to occur for us to be in that same physical space at the same time were pretty astronomical. Like it almost felt purposeful in some way. Like this was not a coincidence. The odds of us meeting were so unbelievably low that it could not have been a coincidence. And actually very soon after we started talking, it turned out, I'm working on trying to get a residency visa where I'm living now so that I can stay and come and go freely without worrying about will they let me back in or not. And she is actually in the exact same situation and was planning to see an attorney today to meet to discuss that very thing. So we're in contact now to share information about that because we're both trying to do the same thing at the same time and could potentially support each other. Or at the very least, she may have a referral for me. I mean, who knows exactly why we were supposed to meet, but it seemed pretty clear at the time that we were supposed to meet for some reason, and we're going to discover what that is. And actually, the other new friend, the friend I went to meet with, who had the friend he introduced me to, is also very well connected in the city and has lots of friends in high level positions who also may be able to help me. So all of those things were happening all at the same time on the day that I was doing my healing codes for love, and man, did it ever feel that way. So I just wanted to share that with you because it just seemed like such an amazing thing to have happened. And I do not believe it's a coincidence, especially since we're literally in the exact same situation at the exact same time when we happen to run into each other. So we'll see what else manifests from that experience, and perhaps I'll tell you more about that later. But bye for now, and I love you all.